Hello, hello, my crafty friends. How are you today? Oh, I don't have my comments up. I'm slacking. I was spending too much time trying to look up light up wheels for my roller skate. That's what I was doing just a few minutes ago. But let's get logged in to Restream so I can check out all your comments here as we are watching tonight. I hope you have had a fabulous week, and I have some really fun new things to share with you. Let me turn this around so that you can see there while I'm logging in. Something fun for you to see. Have a little peeky while I'm getting my comments all sorted here. Chat overlay. Launch. Here we go. Ready to display messages. That is us. All right. So let me actually just flip the this around. Now you've had a little peeky at what's going on here. I'll flip it around so you can see my face. I wanted to tell you guys that tonight you guys are getting a little preview, a little sneak peek of our upcoming release over at Heffy Doodle. We have a release coming. The pre-orders will open at the end of August, but sneak peeks and things will actually officially launch about the 27th. So keep an eye out for that. We're also going to have a little banner on the store come Monday to give you a little peek at some of the things that's coming. We've got Marceline saying happy, happy, happy. Yay! And I also want to let you guys know that I will not have a Come Craft with me next week because on Monday, my wonderful husband is taking me off to New York to celebrate my 40th birthday. Next Friday is my 40th. So I will be actually in New York on Broadway, baby. And I will be watching The Lion King. So you can all think of me and while I will be having lots of fun at the theatre. Yay! I'm so excited. We have been planning this trip for ages and we have such a long list of things we want to do, we want to see, and lots of things to eat. I swear most of the to-do list is just stuff that we want to eat. We better make sure we bring our stretchy pants. Ashley is here as well. Hello. And let's flip this around. Hopefully I'm lined up not too badly here. So you may be able to see some sneaky things here. We have got a selection of new products coming this month, including 4 new sparkle mixes. I'll give you a look at them in a little minute. And we've also got some Halloween themed items and then some generic ones too. And what I'm going to be doing tonight is making a card. This is a card that is for an event. So that's why I'm getting to use the new supplies. And this stamp set is called Perfect Blend. And I will give you a little peeky. So you can see, I'm going to hold it at an angle so that it can't be copied because I've had issues in the past where people have taken a screenshot and then reproduced it like the little naughty little ragamuffins that they are. So this is called Perfect Blend. This actually started as a freebie stamp set. I had drawn this little mug with a pumpkin and a cinnamon stick and a whipped cream on it. And that was going to be the free stamp set for our next release. And when I showed it to the design team, they went nuts. They were like, oh my God, we need a tea and coffee themed set. Please, 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 can you make this into a larger set? So actually, this is what's happened. Now we now have the Perfect Blend stamp set, and it has a selection of cups, mugs, and accessories, and some great sentiments. And we also have another stamp set, which is sentiments kind of around that theme as well. So we are going to be using this tonight, and as well as that, we're going to be using one of our new jumbo sentiment dies. And if you can read it, I'll turn it this way, you can probably read it better. It says warm hugs. So that's going to be coming out in our release. So let's pop that to the side. And I'm going to show you some of these new sparkle mixes. They're beautiful, and hopefully you can get a good sense of them in this lighting. Some beautiful like autumnal tones here. This is called Firefly. We have some reds, golds, ambers, sort of like a charcoal grey in there too. It really is giving that sort of bonfire night vibe. I think it's really pretty. It's gorgeous. That's going to be Firefly. And then we have this one, which is more to do with like sweeties. We also have like a gumball machine stamp and some other fun things like a shaker die. And this one's called Tutti Frutti. So this is kind of giving me candy vibes. Lots of people with a sweet tooth are going to love it. Next up we have Pumpkin Spice. Now this one and Tutti Frutti was actually designed by Piper. She came out and she says, I want to make a sequin mix, a sparkle mix. So she actually mixed these ones together. So kudos to her. This one's called Pumpkin Spice. And if you guys are anything like me, you're counting down the days till the pumpkin spice lattes come back on the shelves. And then this one is called Hocus Pocus. I'm sad because on the camera you can't really see it. Oh, that's better. You see it? It doesn't do it justice, to be honest. It's really pretty. Get that greens and purples in there. Just beautiful. All right, so there's a couple of sparkle mixes that's coming. But let's start off with some ink blending. So I did mention that this is a this is for an event. So I am going to, I think, attempt to make maybe 2 cards. One which is more autumnal, fall kind of vibes, and then one which is more Christmassy, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start with some ink blending tonight. And I think what I'll have... No, I did take a note. What did I do with it when I left in the other room? So I might go for like barn door at the bottom, these sort of red colors, and then bring them up into maybe a wild honey. Let's give this a go. How is everybody else doing? Let me know in the comments what you've been up to this week. We have been just getting ready for the new release, and I've been, oh, I know what's happened this week. Piper's gone back to school, so that was exciting. She had Monday off, so she actually got her ears pierced. She did such a good job. Yells is here. Hey, Yells. Yeah, she got her ears pierced on Monday. She's a very happy girl, and she's doing really well at making sure that they are cleaned every day. You know, you need to make sure that you clean them out and keep on top of the maintenance of them. She's been doing really well with that. Good. Really proud of her. And yeah, back at school now. Yeah, she's back. She went back to school on Tuesday. So it's actually been really great for me because during the day I just get so much more done now. Not having to worry about what Piper's up to or entertaining her. Never really a big problem, but It's just one of those things when the kids are around, you feel like you're on mom duty a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, so I've done a wild honey. And I'm going to blend that, I think, maybe with some scattered straw. Because I want to blend it into a lighter color. But I still want it to be warm colors. So let's see. Great, this is looking good. And I'm just going to blend it up into the white. I'm going to keep the white up there. But I feel like I've lost some of my orangey tones, so I'm going to come back in and blend that up a little bit more. Jasmine's here. Hello. How are you doing, dear? All right, so we have barn door, wild honey, and scattered straw. For those of you who have just joined, I have just told you a couple of things. One, that y'all are going to get a sneak peek of the new release tonight because I'm making a project for an event. So you know, keep your eyes peeled for that in just a second. And also next week I won't be here. I will be in New York, baby. Oh yeah, it'll be my birthday. Whoop whoop. Put your purse away until the next week. Yeah. Marjolaine says, this week we have been working and making our garage into real extra room to play in with our band and room to craft in. Oh, amazing. It'll take a few months till we're ready, but still it's coming along nicely. My husband did hurt his hand, so we've been to the hospital today. Oh no, I hope it's not broken like Craigie's was. Oh, I hope he gets it sorted. And where is my little bit? All right. Ooh, that's got like glittery stuff in it. I think I just want water, not glittery stuff. There he is. You know me and distressing. Let's add some water. So Jasmine is asking, when is the next release? So the next release, you'll get a little, it's just Daddy in the car, Ranger. On Monday, you'll see on the shop, we'll have a little banner with some sneak peeks on it, and it'll have the dates for the new release. And proper sneaks on, like all over Instagram, etc. They'll all start around about the 27th. And then pre-orders will open on the 31st. We've got a shorter time scale this time because I really wanted to get the pre-orders out in August. Because the new release includes some Halloween themed items, so I wanted to make sure that you guys have plenty of time to buy things and make your cards. So good. So yes, so close, so close, so close. All right. So barn door, wild honey, and scattered straw is what we've been playing with tonight. Is it bigger or about the same as the last release? It's about the same. I think in total there's like 33 items. And that includes a pad and paper, 4 sparkle mixes, enamel dots. Yeah, so all right, so I have taken out this is from the Stitched Imperial Rectangle dies, and it's not the largest one, it's the second largest one. So let's run this through the machine. And cut it out. So Marjolaine, I'm excited to hear more about your craft room. I had made some progress on my craft room as well, but I was at the point where I'm needing to place an order for my worktops, but here's the thing. Don't tell Craig. I've now like chickened out. So I have this almost a fear. I have this habit, I think is what the real word is, of like wanting to rearrange my craft room every so often. And now I've got to the bit where I've planned my craft room and I've planned where things are going to be. Now I'm second guessing everything because I feel like this is a big decision and I feel like I need to know where everything's going and be happy with it. And my biggest concern is that I'm not going to have easy access to things because everything will be like here. I have my units like I don't know if you can see, but over here I have these things easily accessible. But upstairs they're gonna be in a cupboard, so I feel like every time I'm going to craft I'm going to have to go behind me, open a cupboard, pull it out, and I'm starting to panic that maybe that's not a good idea. But I do think that this is just the normal level of panic, you know, I think. All right, so this is one of the dies in the new release, and it is called the Warm Hugs Jumbo Sentiment dies. And you get the Warm Hugs, that larger chunky die set, and also the shadow that you can buy to go with it. I'm just going to use this little guy for now. Jasmine says, can you do a buy it all bundle again, please? Yep, absolutely, we will do a buy it all bundle. No problemo. That seemed to be quite popular the last time. We'll definitely do it. Amanda's here. Hello, happy Friday. Jasmine says that would look great with the hedgehogs. I know, and also the koalas. We were talking about this earlier, that the koalas will work really well because there's koalas hugging. Oh, I'm excited about that. Hi, Amanda. Amanda, I'm giving everybody a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the items coming in the new release because I'm working on a card for an upcoming event. All right, so I've die cut out all, the word warm hugs, but I'm going to keep hold of this because I want to inlay this again into my card, I think. So let me pop this to the side and I will get a little dish with these elements here. And carefully put them back in there. And I was going to go into die cutting, stamping and die cutting, but actually what I might do is layer this up on a card first of all, because I'm afraid of losing those little pieces. Nobody wants to lose those little pieces. So let's get a card. Amanda says, I've been having fun getting ready for this release. Yay! I've only seen samples so far from Amanda Fitterer and a few from Isha. So I'm really excited. Like, one of my favorite things once we get to this part of the release is seeing all the design team emails come in, and literally I'm like, oh, Morgan, quickly, we've received card samples from whoever, come, and we all crowd around the desk, and then we download them, and it's like a kid in a candy shop, and then we open them up, and we always do it in like a slideshow. We do one at a time, and we're like, oh, it's so much fun. I love it. It's the best. Martin says, yes, I understand completely. Our garage will have a kitchen with lots of cupboards to mostly put my crafty stuff in, and I want a craft island on wheels. I want to give workshops as well. I'll send you pictures when it's ready. Yeah, so I'm gonna have worktops along this section, and then a corner desk, and then worktops behind me, and then a craft island, but I'm not able to have it on wheels because that craft island is going to be quite big, so it's not feasible really. Plus we're upstairs, so I think that'll be a nightmare to move around, but it's so exciting. Very, very excited. Jasmine says, I finally got out the puffy unicorn today. I've had that set for too long. You've not used it? Oh my gosh. Right, let's see what we're going to do. This is going to go onto here, but I'm trying to decide which of my pattern papers to put behind it. Either do pattern paper, or we go a little rogue and do something like teal behind it. Now I know teal's a little unconventional, but I really quite like teal with oranges. I think it looks really pretty. Maybe what we could do is do a little skinny teal, and then we can make our cups teal maybe. Oh, that's exciting. All right, so let's do a little skinny teal. And then we'll take it from there. And 3 3/4. Because as long as I've done this bit, yeah, I can stick it down. So that gives me what I need. Amanda says, today is vet day for the buns. I have to take all of them in this afternoon for shots, and I'm expecting a kerfuffle. Oh, bless her little bunny boos. Gotta do what you gotta do. They'll be doing little like angry stomps, won't they? When we looked after a friend's bunny rabbit many moons ago, the bunny was called Bunny, and Bunny would stomp with her feet because she was grumpy that her mummy and daddy had gone on holiday. Okay, so I've added some tape runner to the outside, but all of these little lumpy bumpies that's coming down, I'm going to add just a little tap of Glubert. I don't want them maneuvering. Lovely. I'm worried the big ones will try and eat the little ones in the car. Have you got babies at the moment? Okay, so I've not put any glue on this. I'm just laying it in, and I'm going to take advantage of this as a guide to add some glue, and then put these inlaid pieces right back in there. There we go. And then this one over here. And hopefully I haven't lost any. Jasmine says, unicorns aren't really my thing, to be honest, but something special is coming up, and I felt that the set was a perfect match for it. Oh, exciting. Okay, we're nearly there. All right. So I'll just leave that for a second and then pop out my die cut, because I don't want it getting stuck to any glue that may have come out around the side, especially like this little skinny boy here. We're going to end up raising this guy up using the Heffy Doodle foam sheets. Martin says, we were house sitting at a friend's house for 2 weeks, and they have 6 cats and 2 chickens. Goodness me. Our nut of the Chihuahua loved it there, and we did too. Oh, that's fun. You get to go and have foster babies for a little while. All right. Let's see. We can stamp some of our perfect blend stamp. So I am pulling out a selection of images from this stamp set. I'm going to start off with the takeaway coffee cup. What is your order of choice when you go to the coffee shop? That's what I'd like to know. Then we have a nice mug. Got a pumpkin. This is PSL, but I'll probably stamp that on the actual. We'll do that. And then I have another coffee cup which has an open top on it, which is great because then you can add the little cream, the whipped cream on it. So the idea was that you could have whipped cream to make it look like a latte, or whipped cream to make it look like a hot chocolate, for example, or pumpkin spice, which is what I'm feeling right now. I am literally counting down the days. A little cinnamon stick there as well. Now the other thing that I have done is I pulled out my Farmyard Fun stamp set because there is a little collection of pumpkins there. And we are going to stamp them too. See if we can get this done. Amanda says, no babies, just two larger than the others. Yeah, you don't want them to be grumpy old boys and girls, do you? That's normally what vet visits are all about, being grumpy. Complaining. Now, in this stamp set, there is another mug, and it's more sort of squarish, and I quite like it because it reminds me of those mugs that you can get lattes and things in where they're like see-through. But I think I need to level up my alcohol marker game if I'm going to attempt to try and do that, like a glass latte cup. But the good news is the option's there. You could just pretend that it's a solid ceramic mug, couldn't you? Beautiful. Oops. An extra little smoosh there. And I'm going to go ahead and put the love heart onto an acrylic block and stamp that a few times so I can have a couple hearts. And I think I will do the same with the pumpkins. Because if you know me, you know there is no such thing as too many pumpkins. Last year, if you're watching, I became a little bit obsessed with pumpkin home decor. I said to Craig when we go to New York next week, I just really want to go to Target or something because I feel like there's going to be lots of pumpkins. He's rolling his eyes at me. You don't need any more pumpkins. I think when Piper counted them last week, there was something like 66 pumpkins. Absolutely shocking, you know. Speaking of pumpkins, let's start there. Yeah, I've already bought a pumpkin this year. It was when I was down in England last week. I'm going to show it to you because I think he's really cute. Look at my new baby. Isn't he adorable? I love him. He's very cute. Okay. So I'm starting off with some Y tones. I've got Y15, Y17, YR04, and Y38. And I will mix and match a little bit. There's slight variety. Might go for one that's a little bit more browny tones almost, or peachy tone. Oh, this one's called pumpkin yellow. How did I miss that? He was made to be a pumpkin. So good. And I have one little guy over here. Awesome, they're looking good. Amanda says super cute. Oh, I forgot my little row of pumpkins. I'll color them in as well. Oops, upside down. I'm going to add a little bit of shading onto those ones. A C5 marker. Just to try and get the sort of shadows going. The other thing you can do with pumpkins is add, like, do them different colors. Last year I had a real pumpkin and it was almost like a duck egg blue color. It was really cool. And you can also do them like green. Lots of options. I'm not adding green because I don't think I want to bring green into my color tones for my little family here. Awesome. Okay, so Suzanne is here. Oh, hold on. Amanda says, I saw someone color a black and white striped pumpkin last year and it was so pretty. Oh, that's really cool. I've seen people like paint them and use like paint pens and things like real pumpkins, which is really awesome. That's really cool. And Suzanne says, so happy to see everyone. We moved my daughter in for her second year college. She's only an hour away, but I miss my baby girl. Aw, bless. It's so hard, I imagine. I've got all that in front of me, sadly. Select some teals and greens and see what we can do here. I'm also going to bring in some red tones, I think. To help me balance it. Okay, let's see what I can do. What have I got? BG10 in the middle here. BG34. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. sad. Oh, bless me. Obviously allergic to teal colors. Can you imagine? That would be so sad. And then BG23. Let's see if I can bring some of this dark colors out. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Jasmine is saying, I'm loving the paper trimmer with the score blade. I did a live class for Crafting Kimmy Retreat and it was super handy. So many people asked about it too. It seemed out of stock in the US at the time. Yeah, so we had some people order it, like Catherine Pooler, for example, ordered some, and Scrapbook and Simon took some, but I think they only took like 6 or something. No, Catherine Pooler took like 20, but before, like literally it was like 2 days after they were released, they came and were like, we want more, we need more. So yes, thank you, Jasmine, for helping promote that. It is such a fabulous little guy though. Love it so much. Really useful. Perfect little size, isn't it? Right, we've got some lovely teal cups. I would drink coffee more if it came in teal cups, I think. And Marjan says, Stampin' Up has a paper trimmer with score blade as well. I have the old and the new one. Very cool. What shall we do for the top? Let's go for grays. Because these are normally just a white color, aren't they? There we go. And maybe we'll go for red tones on here. And let's first of all darken up the edges of my cup. The little C5. Okay. And for the cream then, I want a neutrally kind of color, E40, or I might go for a W1. Let's test drive them up here. Oh, that's good. Okay. E40 and E50 seems to work well for this. It's a little bit of warm gray to pick out some of those color tones as well. Okay, let's see if we can bring in some of these red tones, but not vibrant red. Okay, so I've got YR02, R02, and then R05. I might need a pink to blend this out in the middle. I think these stamps are going to look so cute with critters. Like, can you imagine like the little squirrel holding a cup? You put the whip on top, put some marshmallows on it. Gonna be really fun. Let's see if I can get different lighter colors. Why aren't O2? I feel like this is going to be too pink. We'll see. Jasmine says, I can't wait for this next release. Does it have some Christmas stuff in it too? So this next release is a Halloween release, but it also has this stamp set, which is the Perfect Blend stamp set, which is, I guess you could say that it's wintry or fall themed. And there's also like a candy themed set as well, because we wanted to have some evergreen products that would last more than just Halloween, if you know what I mean. And we thought, you know, what says Halloween but can be used all year round? Candy. That's going to be really cool. I'll attempt to do. There we go. All right. So for the inside of this coffee cup, let's add some coffee. I bought this brown, which is light suntan. I think it was this one. And I was so pleased that I got it. I was like, oh, that's such a cool color. I love it. I love it. And then I realized afterwards that I actually have chow in it. I thought that it was a separate color where you could just get it in the sketch. Jasmine is saying, I love sweets. I'm still being good though, so they're off the menu still. I did have cake for my birthday though. I actually had cake today too. Morgan brought in some cake for some early birthday celebrations. Yay! Awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and color in these little love hearts as well. Okay. Over here I have a cinnamon stick, so let's not forget about that as well. And then we have a cup for in the middle. And I haven't quite decided what color I'm going to do that yet. I could maybe do it red, but I want it to pop still. Or maybe we'll go for darker teals. Start with a BG23 maybe. So Jasmine, I'll be in your neck of the woods on Monday because we're flying down to Heathrow on Monday and then heading out to New York on Tuesday. We had originally planned to go all on Monday, but they moved the flight and then there wasn't enough time for a layover. Beautiful. Jasmine says, I love the teal Copics. They are very much my go-to these days. Jasmine says, did you show this whole stamp set? There's very much a Christmas item in there. There is a little candy cane in here. There is. Because, I don't know about you guys, but we in this house, we like to have hot chocolate with a candy cane in it. So we couldn't really have a set that had hot chocolate options and not put a candy cane in it. What do you guys think? Now you can put, we didn't put a line in the middle because we wanted to leave it at your discretion what you wanted to do. So I'm going to kind of draw in the back of the cup and then put some hot chocolate underneath it. Although I haven't decided whether I'm going to put the cream on this boy or cream on the other one. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Jasmine says, oh, I keep missing you. Jasmine says she's going to come and visit me as soon as my craft room's ready. Well, that definitely gives me an incentive to make a decision on my craft room. Amanda, do you have any other regrets or things that you would recommend for your craft room? I was saying at the start of the stream that I had designed it all out and pretty much like costed up things, and now I'm at the point where I'm like chickening out. I'm like, oh, but what if this is not the right thing and I don't want to spend this money? If I'm going to like change my mind, am I going to get annoyed that it's not accessible? Because one of the things I like is to close doors and make it nice and neat, but then that means when I'm crafting like live, I need to go and open a door. So do I want that? Are you supposed to know what you want in life? I just don't know. E31, E33, and where is my E35? It's over here. Yeah. Amanda says definitely go with a full size sink. Yes, you did say that to me before, and I had originally planned a little baby sink, and then I was like, nope, if Amanda says go full size, I'm not messing around with full size. So I have earmarked a full size one, but not just that, but the draining board is like flat like this, and it has indentations in the way, like just 2 lines like that, because I thought I could scrub a stencil on it. Some of the draining boards have like weird wibbly wobblies, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to be flat for my stencils. So I was really pleased that I found that. I thought, yes, that looks like I've made an informed decision based on what I need. Oh, I was going to stamp this PSL, wasn't I? And then I forgot. Well, we're just going to have to add PSL onto it. Done a great job of not putting my Copics again. Suzanne says, I'd love to have a sink in my craft room. And Amanda says, I added some big drawers behind my desk and they are handy. Ooh, good. So my plan is that behind my desk, like straight behind my desk, will be a big, wide, like meter wide cupboard. And that's where I'm going to have pull out shelves of my stamps and dies. And then on the outside of that, I'm going to have the fat Alex's with all my inks in it. And then the outside of that will have my skinny Alex. So that was my plan. So hopefully it'll come to fruition. We shall see. I just didn't know whether it would be annoying having to open doors all the time. But then I think to myself, it's either going to be annoying opening doors all the time, or it's going to be annoying seeing them and making it look messy. Probably cannot have it best of in both ways, you know. And Amanda says, I put an instant hot water heater under the sink too, and an electric kettle next to it. That was definitely something I considered way back. I've got hot water, but it's not obviously drinkable. But here's the thing, ever since I had my issues with nausea earlier this year, I haven't been able to drink tea. Oh, I forgot to do my pumpkin stalks. So I now no longer drink tea, which is very sad for me. It feels like I've lost a bit of my identity. Jasmine, I can't drink tea. Can you believe it? Plus side is I eat a heck of a lot less biscuits and cakes. Amanda says that we only had the cold water out in the garage. Yeah, that makes sense. Luckily, mine is just above our existing ensuite, so it was really easy just to add it in. Jasmine says, I barely drink any coffee anymore either. Oh, I think that's a trick, isn't it? Ta-da! Okay. Let's cut out some of these little pumpkin boys. Just going to stockify them before I forget. before I cut them. This is the time-consuming bit. So one of the things I wanted to talk about in this stamp set is that you'll see there are these solid, oops, no you can't, sorry, I just realized you'd be looking at my face. This solid stamp set with little like cubes almost. So I wanted to explain that a little bit. The original plan was that we wanted to be able to see that cup I was telling you that looked like a glass, that you could make it look like there was ice cubes in it. And it's quite small, so to draw an ice cube in like a 3D shape, it wasn't really going to work. And so after a little bit of playing around and things, I actually had a bit of a brainwave that if we did it as a solid image, then what that means is that you could actually emboss it in maybe white or a clear color and then color around about it. I thought that would be fun. So that's why it's a solid image. And then the other idea that we had was that the little stamp could actually also be used as marshmallows on top of the whipped cream. So what you'll actually see is that there is a die that goes with that, well, not goes with it, there's a die that is similar to this image, but it doesn't cut out the border because it didn't really make sense to have the border. You'd lose the whole design of things. So these will actually just cut out little cubies that will be marshmallows. So we can cut these out and stick them on as marshmallows onto our project. Here I have my cream of the crop and my cinnamon stick I shall do next. You've got to be careful putting this around the right way because it looks very similar both ways. I don't think it would make a big difference, to be honest, even if you did do it the other way around. Yell says, my craft room is IKEA furniture and I love it. Which IKEA furniture do you have? I'd love to know. Mine is IKEA furniture too, but the only challenge that I have that I'm not so keen on is the fact that in my Kallax units everything is visible, if that makes sense. I want to be able to close the door, hide it away, nice and neat. Mostly I want that for whenever I'm designing because I find it very hard to focus on designing a new thing whenever there's mess around. It's always been the way whenever there's, yeah, like uni, when I was trying to write a paper, I couldn't write the paper unless my whole like room was tidy, or in some cases the whole flat was tidy. We are getting there though. Just one more little guy to cut out, and that is the pumpkin patch pack of pumpkins from the Farmyard Fun stamp set. These little guys here. Like I said, never sew anything like a too much pumpkins. No such thing as too much pumpkins. There we go. Let's bring back this guy. And we're going to build this up onto some foam. So let's go get some Heffy Doodle foam. If I can find some. Here we go. This was released I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago. This is our double-sided adhesive foam sheet, and it is so easy to use. We're going to use it with my warm hug dies. Line it up with my foam sheet, and then trim around it like so. Now when using this is a very slippery backing sheet, so I would recommend actually using some proper sticky adhesive on this. Like actually I would probably recommend using Scotch tape or something, but I don't actually have any Scotch tape left because some little monkey used my Scotch tape and put back an empty dispenser. Let's see if I can run this through the die cutting machine. All right. Amanda said, night, Jasmine. Amanda says, when I had the 5x5 calyx, I left the top 2 rows without doors. I have a 4x4 and then 2 2x2s beside me. I left the top 2 rows without doors. I put a row of drawers in the center and doors along the bottom 2 rows. It felt cleaner when they were all open. Yeah, I like it with the doors. I have got doors at the, I've got 4 doors at the bottom and then some drawers. The only problem I find is that the doors and the drawers, like, they take up so much of the space. It's crazy how much space it consumes. Okay. I carefully do a little extraction here. Good luck at the vet, Amanda. Okay. And you can keep these little bits and use them to raise up elements on your projects. Is not want not. Now I'm going to extract those inside pieces. And to do this, I find it easier to hold my die cut onto the table, flat onto the table. Tweezers are a pokey tool, but also be useful right now. All right, so now I have my warm hugs. And I'm going to peel away the top layer, the release layer at the top. Can be a little fiddly because the foam wants to stick to you. Just take your time. Give it the attention it needs. And now we're going to line up the foam with my die cut to the best of our ability. There we go. Looking good. Now, I actually want to give this a bit more of a warmer vibe, so I'm going to splatter this with some gold watercolor. So I have some Kuretake Starry Sky colors here. Come on. I'll put some water in it to loosen it up. There you go. Suzanne says, oh my gosh, I need double-sided adhesive right now. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, but this is not working for some reason. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Just trying to make this a bit juicier. There we go. There we go. A little splatter goes a long way. Plus, I think it kind of looks like spilled coffee. I'm all for that vibe right now. Okay. This one's going to be in the middle, I think. We're gonna have one in the middle, one on either side. And let's not forget our collection of pumpkins around about. We put our cinnamon stick into the middle cup, maybe? Oh, I love it. Do you think we need some marshmallows? We'll have to give some marshmallows a go as well. All right, let's do a little transferring using my press and seal. This one I think is dead. Thank you for your service. In the bin you go. Don't know whether it's the right way around or not. But anyway. I feel like the sticky side might be up. I was just trying to give this a few seconds to dry off a little bit. Oh yeah, it's gonna look so good. Okay, let's stick some of these down. Oh, my doggy wants in. This is gonna go up top. Let's give it some foam. Using the remnants of what we dismissed here. Then we've got 2 cups, left and right. What I might do is actually cut this in half. And then I have some pumpkins on both sides. Or I could even do little pumpkins in here. I know what I'll do. I'll use some glue dots. Oops, wrong ones. Which will enable me to stick some of these down, but will also be able to stick elements in behind. Now the fun bit of sticking all these down. Where's that little guy here? Yelja says, I love the colors you are using. Thank you, dear. I said to Morgan earlier, should I do like autumnal colors, like reds and oranges, or should I do Christmas, like reds and teals and things? And she was like, oh, teal is a Christmas color now, eh? And I was like, teal can be any color you like. Teal is an everything color. In my humble opinion. Now we're going to add this little guy on here, like so, I think. But before we do that, let's get my warm hugs into place. And we slot it in just like a little jigsaw piece. Looks so cool. Easy peasy. I love this inlay technique. Right, I think, where did the cream go? Is it hiding? Mr. Cream, where are you? Oh, here he is. The cream's gonna go on here like this. Oh yes. Let's stick this boy down. I'm gonna use some wet glue for him, I think. Cinnamon stick. Might need to trim the bottom off him. And then this is going to go on top. Yelsia says, I have 4 small metal cabinets, 3 for under the table, and I have 2 tall boys drawers sitting either side of the bookcases and a large 4 drawer, which was the bedroom section of IKEA. Ah. I'll have to take a look at them then. Good, looking good. Now let me show you the little die that can cut out the marshmallows, but I will warn you right now before you complain, they are teeny tiny, teeny tiny. So you're only going to need a super tiny scratch piece of card because they are itty bitty. And I feel like they're going to run away from you, so you got to be ready to catch them. Here we go. Now if you want to, you can of course color one or two in pink, because over here when we get marshmallows, they're pink and white. Make sure put that in there. I think I might color them all white because pink, because it kind of gets lost a little bit. One, two, three little dabs. And then we either need a pickup pencil, but mine has disappeared sadly. Little marshmallows right on top. This is what it's looking like so far. So pretty, I think. Only thing I want to add is a little bit of gel pen, and I'm going to also layer it up onto some white, some card, like a card blank. But I'm not sure at the moment whether I'm going to do pattern paper or like a white card. Let's see where life takes us to. Sorry guys, my big head's in the way. And this is the Pear Blossom Press white gel pen. I've never had much success with gel pens, but this one is fabulous. I'm going to come in and add a couple more white dots to the bottom section as well. Almost to look like I've splattered it with white. But the pen gives me a lot more control. All right, here was my Yellowtail says that was a brilliant way to keep the placement of your images. I take a photo on my phone and then replace. Yes, I do that sometimes too. It's actually a really useful way of working. All right, so this is what it would look like on a white card base, which I'm not opposed to. I think that looks fun. We've also got some pattern paper we could use. For example, this is from our new Fright Night collection. We could do some orange, but I think that makes it not stand out quite so well. We could use, in the Fright Night selection, we have got some beautiful Halloweeny kind of colors, but I'm sure you know that they're not just Halloweeny. I actually really like this collection because there's two greens, and I, in the past, have noticed that the greens, I was always looking for a green for grass. So we've got that. That would give us like a black background, but maybe that's too harsh. Is that too harsh? Maybe the man cave pattern paper would work better. Here we've got a brown tone or a warm gray, which I think would look really good. What do you guys think? I think that's our perfect option there. I think that would be so good. All right. So the other thing that I have discovered is that these pattern paper pads are 6x6. So I can use my trimmer to trim away at 1/2 inch. And now this is 5.5 perfectly. And then over here I needed to be 4 1/4, which means if I take off 1 3/4, 1, 2, 3, which is here. And I will now have a perfect 5.5 by 4 1/4 panel to go on my card front. So here we go. Hey Debbie. Let's stick this down. And then we are done. And you guys have had a sneaky peeky at our release. And Debbie, who's just arrived, is going to be gutted because I know she loves Halloween. Although to be fair, I haven't shared a lot of what my Halloween ones have to offer. Just come back to the blog on Monday, Debbie, and you'll be able to see a little sneak peek of what our Halloween release has to offer. I've been good. Thank you for asking, Debs. I'm busy. coming up to release week, but also I'm officially on holiday and we are heading off to thunder and lightning. I was going to say sunny New York, but it's thunder and lightning at the moment. New York. But it's still going to be amazing. So I'm absolutely fine with that. Oh, it's lush. Okay, one last thing because I can't say no. I'm going to use the pumpkin spice sequins and I'm going to cherry pick a couple of sequins from here. Pumpkin spice? Actually, I might use Firefly. Ooh. Haven't decided yet. Let's maybe use Firefly. So these are the Heffy Doodle Sparkle mixes, and the great thing about these is that not only do they include sequins, but there's also little flat back gems. Like for example, the first one I took out here was a flat back gem. So beautiful. Add a couple of these around the place. All right, where is my Mr. Gluebert? And I will take a scratch piece of card. Stick this down. Woohoo! Enjoy your vacation. Oh, I absolutely intend to. I cannot wait. We have been Googling and researching and we have big plans. It's going to be amazing. Awesome. I'm going to see if I can get another gem. The only sad thing is that they tend to go to the bottom. They're a little bit heavier, the gems, so they tend to migrate to the bottom. Here is a little bitty one, a little bitty baby one. So we'll add him up here. And here's another one. The most fighting you end up doing is making sure they turn the right way around. I think I'm going to call that done. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I hope so. I think it's really cute, really sweet. It's definitely giving me autumnal vibes. It's making me want to go and grab my 66 pumpkins that I have in boxes and bring them out. Most definitely making me want to email Starbucks and go, give me pumpkin spice lattes now. But for now, I'll have to make do with paper versions of pumpkin spice life. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave that there. As I said at the start, there'll be no Come Coffee Me next week, but You are going to have other things to be doing because you're going to need to make sure that you keep an eye on the Heffy Doodle blog and Instagram. There's so much happening. The team will be sharing lots of projects, lots of like sneak peeks and things. It's going to be amazing. So all the best, you guys. Have a lovely weekend, and Jasmine and I will make sure that there is a buy it all function whenever we put the new release on the store. Until next time, my friends, bye bye and happy crafting.